Before we learn algebra, it's important that we know how to add and subtract numbers in our calculator. So let's start up here. Do we know how to add whole numbers? Let's do 103 plus 215, and that gives us 318. 318. And for our next one here, we're adding 16 plus a decimal number, 4.7. So we're also able to do that in our calculator. Go ahead and try typing it in. 16 plus 4.7 gives us 20.7. And here we have fractions. Now for fractions, when we're doing fractions in our calculator, it's important to understand that the fraction bar is the same as saying divided by. So in our calculator, we can type this in as 1 divided by 7. And that will give us the same numerical answer as the fraction. The fraction bar, once again, is the same thing as the division symbol. So we can type this into our calculator as 1 divided by 7 plus 1 divided by 11. So let's do that. 1 divided by 7 plus 1 divided by 11 gives us 0.23. And so for this one, we can type it in as 1 divided by 7 plus 1.56. And that gives us 1.70. And so we also need to know how to subtract these in our calculator. 103 minus 215 is easy, minus 112. And so can we subtract decimals in our calculator? 16 minus 4.7 is equal to 11.3. And then here we have fractions again. 1 divided by 7 minus 1 divided by 11 is 0.05. Fraction minus a decimal, we have 1 divided by 7 minus 1.56 gives us minus 1.42. I rounded it. And so these are all the answers for these examples. If you are comfortable doing this in your calculator, you are ready to move on in algebra. Before we learn algebra, we also need to know how to multiply. So do you know how to multiply whole numbers in your calculator? Well, 103 times 215 gives us 22,145. 16 times 4.7 gives us 75.2. And then 1 divided by 7 times 1 divided by 11 gives us 0.01. And then 1 divided by 7 times 1.56 gives us 0.22. Now, if you notice, also, we don't have our normal x multiplication symbol. We are using what's called the dot multiplication symbol. And from here on, we are no longer going to be using this cross multiplication symbol. This will always be written as a dot in order to keep us from getting confused with our variable x, which looks very similar. So from here on, when we're multiplying, it's important that we only use the dot multiplication symbol. It's also important that we know how to divide. So let's do these in our calculator. Let's do 103 divided by 215 gives us 0.48 rounded 48. And then we have 16 divided by 4.7 gives us 3.40. And then we have 1 divided by 7 divided by 1 divided by 11 gives us 0.01. And then we have 1 divided by 7 divided by 1.56 divided by 1.56 gives us 0.09. And so those are all the answers for these examples.
Hey guys, if this video has been helpful to you, click the link in the description to get access to the complete Easy STEM Algebra 1 system, which includes a textbook, homework, and all of the course videos in order.